welcome to class. We're gonna get started right away. Today we're just gonna work on those roll downs and sit-ups, okay? So make sure that you warm up first for at least 5 minutes and then come to the edge of your mat. We're not gonna use any equipment. Carefully come down. All right. So from the front it looks like this. Your feet and knees are hip width apart, toes are facing the same direction, okay? Always make sure that your knees are not going in or out. Keep them parallel. All right, so you're at the edge of your mat. You're gonna sit tall and straight. Press the sit bones down as you get taller, lengthening that spine. Now, first timers, if you wanna hold onto your thighs, you're gonna round the back before you do anything. You're gonna pull navel to spine, lift those abdominals, scoop your belly up and in, okay? And then just stop halfway. Yeah. And look at your belly. Breathe in and out. When you come back, you're gonna reverse the same action. Try not to arch your back. So you pull navel to spine and then come up. Right? What I want to see is this. Okay, beautiful movement, but not sustainable. So we're going to protect our lower back. Inhale, lower, halfway. And exhale up. A couple more times. Inhale, lower. Scoop that belly up. And exhale up. One last. Inhale, lower. Come up. All right, we're gonna add on. We're gonna halfway stop. If you can, relax your hands. Let go of your hands. Palms up into a V. Beautiful. And from here, we're gonna pulse up. 2. Just isolating those arms. You're holding the halfway roll down. Working so hard to stabilize your body. And 8, bring your arms to your thighs again if you need assistance to come up. If you're ready, you can always just let go of those arms right away. Halfway down, palms up into a nice V. Shoulders down, long neck. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, forward or hold, and then come up. Yeah, one more like this. Inhale, lower. Open, let's pulse. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Center, come back up. We're gonna move on. Inhale, lower. Open those arms. Beautiful. And then up overhead. Open again. Center. Let's repeat. Open second. Up overhead. Open second. And in. One more. And up. And second. And center to come up. Either on your thighs or without the assistance of your thighs. Let's repeat. Inhale, lower. Keep scooping belly up. Open second. Up overhead. Open second. And close from the top. Open second. Keep the shoulders down. And lift. Lower. One more. Open. Overhead. Open. Center. And up. Beautiful. Let's take a moment to take a little break. You can open your legs into a butterfly. Sit back with those hips. Back is straight. Belly in, ribs in. Chest leads the way. Breaths. Right, let's move on. Back to your starting position. half roll down. Beautiful. Think of not just scooping up your belly, press those ribs down. It's gonna help you tremendously. Now we're gonna open to one side and center. Same side, please. Open and center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. Give me 4 more. You're doing amazing. Exhale, open. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. And last one. Center. Pull navel to spine to come up. Beautiful. All right. Other side. Here we go. Half roll down. And we open and center. Open and center. Exhale. Inhale. Stay with me. I know it's getting challenging. Do as many as you can, but do not rush, okay? Even if you did 1 at this pace, then next time you're gonna try to do a second one. But don't rush it, just to do 8. And open and center. Come on up. Beautiful. We're gonna alternate, and for that I'm gonna face you. All right, reset your neutrals, sits bones down, getting taller, lengthen that spine, and then half roll down. Here we go. We open one side and center, alternate. Side and center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep imprinting your roots down. And center. And open. Center. Open. Center. And open. Center. Beautiful. Come on up. Let's take a break. Open your legs into butterfly. Lean with the chest. Back is straight. Belly in, ribs in. You're stretching, but your neutral position is still actively engaged. All right, moving on back to your starting position. We're now going to go down, all the way down to the floor for 4 counts. Here we go. Inhale, lower. 2, 3, and 4. Up, arms overhead to come up. Peel the upper back, mid back, lower back, and then center. Now, if you're starting, you can just start with your hands on your thighs and then drag your hands down. And as you come up, start using your hands. Okay, but we want, there's always that mid half right here that is hard to overcome. Not when you come down, but when you come up, you just start and stop. Like, oh, that hurdle. It's amazing when you overcome it. And if physiologically you're not able to do one, you can just do half. Okay, but this is what you do. You can also use a towel, place it under your knees, and use it for support. And then as you get stronger, you're gonna reach with those arms. This is the starting position. 4 counts down, inhale down, and then 4 counts up. So think of your back as a Band-Aid or Velcro, that you go lower back, mid back, upper back, and then all the way down to your head. And then you're gonna peel your band or Velcro, head, upper back, mid back, and lower back, okay? Remember, no arching of the lower back. And then up. Right now, we're only keeping those arms here, okay? We're not gonna do anything other than these arms. We're gonna do modifications in a different video. So if you're advanced, you know what to do. You might want to change your arms across. You can keep them overhead. You can keep them behind your back. 2 more like this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that space, that smooth space on the way up and on the way down. Okay? It's very easy. Okay, take a break. While you take a break, I'm gonna tell you what not to do. This, which is momentum, right? I'd rather you come up. The comeback, sitting up is so hard. I'd rather you go up with the neck, upper back, mid back. Then you're stuck here. I can't go and do it on my own. Use your hands if you can. I know, easier said than done, right? This is probably the number 1 exercise that my students could not do. And now they can. Okay, so it's a really nice feel when you can overcome your nemesis. So I'm gonna go down, and then coming down, you don't want to collapse, right? No. Again, we want to go up smooth, come down smooth. We talked about nemesis, and if you find an exercise that you dislike very much, do them more often because you want to make them your best friend. Okay, so you have one more exercise. You're resting on the floor. Bring your feet closer to your glutes, okay? And still hip width apart, toes facing the same direction. Let's engage our neutral. Belly lifted, belly in, and now imprint your ribs down. Yes, by doing that, you're already protecting your lower back. All right, here we go. Let's just go hands behind the neck. We're gonna go up and up, hold, down and down. Just traditional classic curl. Up and up, down and down. Lift and lift. Try to keep your elbows open, please. And then you exhale up. Chin is not tucked in, but it's not completely up. Okay, so nice round neck. And up. 4 more like this. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale. As you come up, imprint those ribs down even more. Pull the heel to spine, lift those abdominals. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale. And exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale. Bring one leg at a time. Tabletop. Beautiful. Now from here, also reset your neutral. You're gonna do toe taps. And up, same leg. Now, make sure that the angle of your knee does not change. You're reaching with those toes, which are pointed. Reach down, and then come up. Now, if you feel like your lower back is arching, you stop, and then that's your limit. Okay, don't go any further. Go down. If you feel like you're losing your neutral, you come back. Inhale, lower. Pull navel to spine furthermore. And exhale up. And inhale, lower. Exhale up. Last time on this leg. And exhale up. All right, we're gonna incorporate the crunch. We're gonna come up and down. We're still working the same leg. The opposite leg, just stay still in a nice isometric hold. And lift. And down. And down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We're not going for speed. We're going for deep work. One more on this side. And then come both legs at tabletop. Other leg. Go down. Tap and come up. Inhale, lower. Make sure that lower back, exhale up, is not off the ground. It stays in touch with the ground or your mat. And up. Inhale, lower. Keep pointing your toes. And if your toes are cramping, just take a moment to relax and then come back and point them again. That's another conversation. Why our feet cramp? There's a whole class on foot fitness. And lift. One more. And lift. All right, let's add the crunch. Here we go. Lift and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. And remember, if you can only go partial, that's all fine. Don't sacrifice your form or technique just to gain range of motion. And up. And remember, I'm not pulling my neck forward like this, right? No. Keep the neck aligned with the rest of your spine. And lift. Remember, we're not going with momentum or the motions. We move with the right intention. Last one. And up. All right. Relax your neck. Hold. Grab both knees. Hug them in. You can bring your chin up. And then just rock your knees side to side. Well done, everyone. Amazing. When it comes to a stop and give it a nice shake, shake those legs. And then when you're ready, you can roll to the side carefully. And then come to a tabletop position. Hands are right under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. And then from here, pull the navel to spine, round the back like a cat. And you can sit now. And while you're here, inhale, exhale. Think of carving in and over, up and over. One more breath. And then come back to center. Let's reverse. So again, we're not going for a flexion, but carefully and very methodically. Lengthen from your pubic bone all the way up your chin. You should be feeling the lengthening in the front rather than the flexion of the back. That's rather delicious. Inhale, exhale, keep pushing away with those hands. One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. All right. You've done amazing. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.